Hello, my name is Tom Stiles, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show whatever, 396. And we're out in my workshop finally. The temperature went down this week. Right now, outside it's 62 degrees, and in here in my workshop it's 72. Ideal temperature for me to work in this radio. And what we're going to try to do this morning, and this morning is 7:38 a.m. in Florida on Saturday, the 18th of October. These are two radios that I've reviewed, and they're approximately $20. And they have AM, FM, shortwave, and they are MP3 player. They both have SD card slots and USB direct slots. These are here on the front. So we're going to do a kind of a quick comparison of the two. If you had to choose one that you wanted to buy, which would you choose? And of course, it always depends on what you really want in a radio, because they're never the same. Okay, here we go. Anyway, we'll start with this one. This is the one I most recently reviewed. Again, it's about $20 to $21 on Amazon. It's the Supersonic SC 1081, and this is also a supersonic radio. And I think the guts, the electronics of these two radios are the same. I'm guessing they're the same. It's just that the outer appearance is different, and some slight differences in features. So anyway, going back to this guy, and we're trying to do kind of a compare this, compare that, compare this, compare that. So anyway, going back to the MP3 player, they both have the two slots. These keys up here are used to control the playback. You got play, pause, repeat, rewind, which means go back one file, fast forward, go one file. This one, same buttons. So you're seeing the trend here. These basically are the same radio. The band selector is down here, and you've got shortwave 1, shortwave 2, AM, FM. Now that's where the differences are, is that this one has AM as kind of default, and then you've got FM, then AM, and then 9 FM bands, I'll call it. And you can see, I think you can see on this that the shortwave band is broken down into all these different segments. Now on this radio, you have AM, FM, shortwave 1, shortwave 2. So the shortwave band is broken into two bands. And this one goes from 5.5 megahertz to 15, and then 15.1 to 23.2, where this one has a whole bunch of bands, starting with band 1 starts in 3.2 compared to the 5.5, so this one's wider, and it goes up to 5.5, and then 5.6 to 6.5, all the way up to 23.2, which this one has 23.2 also. So not only is this broken down into more bands, but it starts a little lower. It starts at 3.2 megahertz. Now, along those lines, the tuning, as you saw, you have all these bands broken down. So you're spreading that spectrum 3.2 to 23 out over these 9 shortwave bands, and the tuning knob is concentric tuning. The outer knob you can tune faster, and the slow knob you can fine tune. So consequently, this radio is going to be a lot easier to tune when you're trying to get in on that particular station or frequency. But you're going to have to be changing bands a lot. Unlike this one, you only have to switch 2 bands. So, going back to this one, you have 2 bands to choose from. You have 1 tuning knob, and it's pretty coarse. And so, the tuning I've done on these 2 different radios, this one is much easier than this one, based on the fact that you have more bands to choose from and you got the concentric tuning knobs to fine-tune the station. As far as audio quality, they're identical. They're identical, so there's no difference there. Additional features, this has the flashlight. This one does not. This one, I'm trying to remember, I don't think this has and you can go back to my other video, I don't think this has a built-in battery. It has the AC cord and the AC to DC adapter is built in. It has place for batteries in the back here, and they are, I think they are C size or possibly D size. Let me open it up here for a second. They are D size. So it takes 4 D size batteries. So you're going to get quite a long playing time on this radio. Now, and it has also at the top, it has a DC input port for 6 volts of DC. So if you had a 12 volt to 6 volt converter for your car, you could use this to provide power. This one has a very small, and I haven't tested the duration of it once it's fully charged, but it's a very small battery that's built in, and then it has the same battery compartment as this one, and it also has a built-in AC adapter, and it's supplied with a power cord, so you don't have any wall warts used on either one. It has a built-in converter. And I've used the radios, both of them, exclusively on the AC adapter, and it doesn't introduce any hum or noise. So those converters work fine. Any other differences? Let's see, the antenna, I would say they're the same length. The shortwave antenna are the same length. And I'm going to try here in a few minutes, let me see how we're doing on time, to see how reception is this morning. And we are 8 minutes. Okay, we're doing good on time. So I'm going to try, I wrote down some frequencies. Now keep in mind, with no digital readout, it's a little tough if you haven't used the radio extensively so that you know kind of where things are, because I found in both cases the readouts aren't very accurate. You're off by quite a bit, half a megahertz to 1.5 megahertz off. So let's just try what we got here. We're going to start with this guy here, and we're going to turn it on. Oh, it's on. And it turned down a little bit. And we're going to tune the bands. See what we got this morning. Okay, that's sounds like a Cuban station coming in pretty strong. Note how I had to go back and forth to kind of find that signal. Trying to find WWV on 10 megahertz. I can't find it. No, that's that same station again. Okay, typically in the morning, I say typically, in the morning, the lower frequencies come in better. Excuse me. There's one in there. I'm searching. There we go. That's, the dial says 7.3. pretty sure that's a Cuban station, which is close to me in Florida. That's coming in clear. Now that's coming in clear, so let's see if we can find that station on this radio. And I said 7.3. So this is the drawback of having all these multiple bands. I have to find the band. 7.3, that's shortwave 4. Then I have to select the selector to 4. Turn the radio on. Now we'll see if we can find 7.3 thereabouts. No, I don't. I didn't hit that strong station I had. Well, that's a man, it's a station. And, but I don't think it's the same one I had there. It's saying it's, according to the dial, it's about 7.25.
It was fairly similar, but they changed it and made it into
Okay, that's a pretty strong station there, and that's, according to the dial, is 7.5. So let's go back here, see what's playing on this one. No, it's still music, and it's still loud. Makes you wonder if that's bleeding over from the AM band. And let me double check to make sure I got shortwave 1, and shortwave 1's down here, 7.3. It says 7.3. I haven't been able to find it on this radio. Okay, that's almost 7.6. I wonder if that's it, because that's loud and clear. Nope, still music. So let's try to see if I can find that station. I knew this wouldn't work out right. Boy, whatever that is booming in. Okay, I think that's bleeding over because I hit it at 2 different frequencies. And I bet you if I tune to the AM station, or the AM band, I'll find that station. We just try that real quick. Don't know how successful I'll be. We're just double checking to make sure I wasn't on that band.
People that are coming to you, what kind of issues do they?
See, we have a lot of Spanish stations here in Florida.
Temporary housing.
They're all over the band. Now, I'm on AM band now. See if I can find that music.
We'll leave the show and you're going to think about this.
No, I'm not finding it.
And that's the rule with
Of course, it could have changed now. They could be doing something totally different. But I didn't find it in that quick scan. Go down a little further. Let's see if that's it. Let's go back to shortwave. No, so I think I'm wrong because a quick scan of the AM band, I did not find that type of music in Spanish on that band where I found it on the FM band. And what's weird is I haven't been able to find it on this radio. And let me make sure I got everything set up here. Selector 4, and 4 is 7.0. Well, let me go down one more band, which ends up at 6.5, and see if it's down there. That's top. We'll go to the top. I don't know if that's it. That kind of sounds like it. Let me turn it down. Yeah, that's it now. Right now, I have this radio set to 6.3, and I have this radio set to 6.0. So they coincide, except, like I said, they don't give you the indication of the same frequency. What the real frequency is, you have no idea. So anyway, I think I've kind of shown you the differences, the similar things about these two radios. If I had to choose between these two radios, I think I would choose this radio, even though it doesn't have the flashlight and it doesn't have the built-in battery. This is more of kind of an emergency radio, I would say, because it does have that battery backup, and it does have the flashlight. So that I would, if you're looking for an additional AM, FM, shortwave, MP3 player with a flashlight, for instance, for emergency around the house, and or if you want to go camping or something, it gives you an extra light to go camping. I think this one with the expanded bands here and the concentric tuning is much easier to tune. Now, which one is correct frequency, I'm not sure. I am now down in the lab, and I have gotten my signal generator to start working, so I'm going to start doing some testing using the signal generator as a source with a frequency counter on it, and I'll know exactly what frequency is being broadcast. So it'll be a little bit more scientific. So anyway, if you enjoyed the show, give me a thumbs up. I plan to do a lot of comparisons now, taking two similar radios or maybe three similar radios and comparing them. Like, I've gotten several questions about, should I get a Texan PL660 or should I get the Sangean ATS 909X? And again, they have different attributes. They tune differently as far as the tuning mechanism. So anyway, that's the show for today. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.